welcome back, folks. I am again working on the Dunnock for the Bird Whisperer project. There we go. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Anyways, how are y'all doing? Oh right. My name is Kat. I make drawings. Or I draw. Usually I have stories to read. But currently I am making or participating in a challenge, a monthly challenge called the Bird Whisperer Project, in which, ta-da! I go and draw birds from a very, very specific picture. And yes. Yes. Okie dokie. I'm not gonna lie, I've had a very, very long week so far. I am barely able to maintain a sense of what's going on. Alright, I'm not that out of the loop on it. I'm just not all here. Let's go with that. I am not all here. So, you know, things like that. Woot woot! Right, this is not that type of touchscreen. This is my point. I just tried to zoom in using my fingers against the touch. Excuse me. Zoom in with my fingers against the thing. And yeah, I'm doing super awesome. How about everyone else? Ah. Okay. Okie dokie. Um. Yep. Sorry. Lots of thoughts in my brain right now. I know, that makes things sound so awesome, right? Right? It makes everything sound awesome. Totally. That's the wrong button. Okay. Oh, crap. And then Control Z, because that's definitely going to do a thing. Alright. Do, 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 do. So tonight I finally watched Warcraft, and you know, for not knowing any of the Warcraft lore, I'm not gonna lie, it was a really boring movie. However, if you just took it as a, D&D knockoff type movie, it wasn't half bad. But I'm not gonna lie, unless you actually know the WoW lore, it's a very boring movie. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people worked really, really hard on it, and I'm sure that there are many, many WoW people that were just like, oh my god, it's so amazing. I'm sorry. And yeah. I will say I was very, very surprised to see that Glenn Close was in it. Like, that was really surprising. That was I don't know why it was so surprising, but it was surprising for me. I don't I don't know why. I don't know why she would be that surprising for me to see in there. Okay, I'm going to continue to fiddle fart around if I do not move on. Oh, excuse me. Do I want to do that, or do I want to... Yes, I have lots and lots of tools in here! Okie dokie. Sorry. I was easily distracted by something. What are you? Tell me what you are! Why will you not speak thy name? Painting by yourself can get really, really boring after a while. So, you have to come up with ways to entertain yourself. And thus, I entertain myself. No, that's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. That's not what I want. This is what I want. Right here, this is what I want. Okay. Okie dokie doke. Oh, oh my goodness. Alright. Really? No. Nothing? There was no nothing in that one. Now the question is, what do I mean by no nothing? I will show you. This is what I mean by no nothing. So, I don't know how many of the fun folk watching this are aware of this or know this. So, in some older cultures, it is believed that painting the eyes last gives the object life, gives it soul. And I kind of subscribe to that. Why? Because I always feel like I am being judged by my creation whenever I put in the eyes first. Then why are you putting in the eyes first? Shut up. Do it. Just do it. Leave me alone. No. For me, it's a good place to start. Also, it kind of is like, okay, here is where the focus is going to be. That's especially for painting with animals. Because the one thing that all humans are going to be looking into is we always look into the eye first. Does not matter what creature it is. We're always looking for an eye. And there's a reason for it. There is like 100% scientific reason for it. It's because when we can find the eyes, we have a higher chance of surviving whatever is about ready to attack us. Thing to note. Now, I don't know how true this is because I've never tried it myself. And honestly, I don't really care to try it. But anyone who does backwoods or does hiking and stuff, I have heard that if a wild cat, i.e. cougars, pumas, whatever, can see your eyes, they will cease hunting you because they know that they have been spotted. At which point the surprise is gone. Because honestly, cats are more of a ambush predator. They prefer ambushing to attacking their prey directly. So, yeah. That is a thing to note. So, if you ever find out that you're being tracked by a wild animal, highly recommend going and staring it down. I know it sounds like an incredibly dumb thing to do, but, you know, it comes down to, do you want to be eaten or not? And I don't know about you, but I prefer to not be eaten. Also, I got the, this is totally out of the wall. No reason I should be talking about it. But I recently got, the cranberry juice, like no sugar cranberry juice from Walmart. It tastes like Jell-O. It literally tastes like liquid Jell-O. I don't recommend it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Walmart. I don't recommend it. Ask me my feels about Walmart. I double dog dare you! Only if you really, really want me to talk about it. You don't have to. Anyways. Um, I think probably as far as the Warcraft movie goes, I think it could have been a really, really good movie for just general audiences if it actually explained, like, if it acted more like you were talking to a bunch of noobs that had no understanding of what was going on. I will definitely say that the oops, I did that wrong. Oopsie. I'll definitely say that Honor Among Thieves, the second movie with Chris Pratt, or not Chris Pratt, Chris Pine. I'm sorry! I'm sorry! Don't crucify me! I'm sorry! With Chris Pine. Wasn't a bad movie. I don't know why Thieves are so popular. Really, really, I really don't have an idea as to that. If you've got an idea for that, if you've got a reason as to why Thieves would be a super popular thing, please let me know. Because every D&D movie, almost every D&D movie, has been centered around thieves. Though technically I suppose he is a bard. The first D&D movie was had to do with thieves stuff. They were both rogues. I thought it was a really good movie, but I am very partial to that kind of kitsch type thing. Call me weird, I accept it. I accept the weirdness. I keep hitting the wrong button. I've gotta be real, real tired, man. Anyways, I know that I've said this last time too. Oh no. Hmm. Mm. So clearly I'm trying something a little bit different today, aside from drawing wise. Trying to be a little bit quieter, not take up as much time talking. Although, um, I may end up trying to find out some more stuff about music. Music is such a touchy thing. Then again, so is art. You know, I can't really say one thing's touchy if the other thing's not touchy, and they're both touchy. So, you know. Um, yeah. Okay, so maybe going and doing these streams at like 9 o'clock at night isn't exactly the best time to be doing them. But here we are. I may end up just being like, I'm going to just... I'm... How would you guys feel if I only did this for like 30 minutes? Even though I really, really do need to like work for an hour. Don't get me wrong. This is like 100% a thing. That's totally the wrong color. But that's okay. Um, Now the reason I'm asking isn't because of this, that, or the other. It's more because the, right now, there are a lot of things going on. Not next week. Give me half a second. Ah. In 2 weeks, Thursday in 2 weeks, I will not be doing a video on here. I will be doing a video with a pin click, and I will present a link, and so then you guys can enjoy it if you want. Um, Doing an entirely different project. Well, yeah, actually doing an entirely different project. Um, of which I desperately, desperately need to get done. It's not done yet. But it will be, I promise. I know, I shouldn't make such promises, right? Right? Ooh. Scheist. Ooh. Oh, definitely don't like that. Oh, wait. Cancel. Oh my goodness. I think I might just go sneak out after 30 minutes, folks. I am doing super awesome right now. I've only gotten 2 things done. Woot! That's the wrong button. Wow. That really does not want... That's... Yep. Yep. That white looks awfully gray. Oh my goodness. Mm. So usually I'm not this yawny whenever I'm working on stuff. I am absolutely doing awesome. So why am I not just sticking to one side and call it good? That's a good question. Because when you do that, you don't allow yourself to see the bigger picture overall. By allowing you to, by zooming out and then picking a different spot, you get the chance to go and see your picture overall, your image overall, your painting. So in traditional painting, what happens is that literally the artist in question will have typically a giant big canvas or a small one, you know, and will get right up close to the screen or monitor or whatever you want to call it. And then what happens is that they'll get stuck a very small part of it. And when they do that, they miss out on a lot of stuff. So when I go to zoom, or when I go to a new spot, I zoom out and there clearly is a reason for that. Well, I say clearly. May not be clear to you, but there is a reason for it. Not just being crazy, folks. I promise, I promise. Though, I'm not gonna lie, there is definitely a part of me that is absolutely bald knobber. Alright, so in case you're curious, I have been reading way too much Tamara Pierce recently, which I highly recommend. If you haven't read her stuff, it's very, very good. And yeah, highly recommend her stuff. Believe me, I've thought about maybe doing some fan work for it. Actually, I have done a piece of fan work for it. My celestial cat is, or my star cat, is an homage to one of her characters. Um, and oddly enough, it is definitely one of my most talked about pieces, which is, if you have read her stuff, is actually kind of funny. Um, but it is definitely an homage to her character. So, this thing is being wonky. Let's see if, no, you're just gonna be wonky, aren't you? Oh, well, that's okay. It's okay if it's wonky. Why is it okay if it's wonky? Because that's how nature makes things individual. And then humans come in and try to make things not so much that. And do you know what happens with that? We end up making those things even more interesting. You have no idea what I'm talking about, which is fair because I talk gibberish a lot. So researchers actually have to be really, really careful about how they do stuff anymore, because there is this group of birds that they were studying. Well, when they were studying them, they had tags, marker tags on them. And it ended up being that any of the birds that were marked ended up getting more mates than the birds that were unmarked. It became a desirable trait among the birds, which is hilarious in consideration of we don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing to have. Oh man. So, oh my goodness. All right. I'm going to call it good here. Not necessarily because I want to. I mean, I do want to, but because I'm about ready to fall asleep on my board, and I'm just going to start yakking about stuff that just, yeah. Yeah. All right. I will talk with you all later, and Saturday there should be some video gaming stuff coming along. Woot! Yes, we'll still end up doing some Neverwinter Nights. I'm sorry if you don't like it. Kind of. Alright, I will chat with you all later. Have a good one, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Be safe out there. Be safe.